This year, the Pantone color of the year for 2024 is called Peach Fuzz. And I'm going to create a look inspired by the Pantone color of the year using all black brands. It's the last day of Black History Month, so let's go. I'm actually recording a little bit of a beginning. This is sort of the editor's note before I get started with the video. I wanted to let you know that throughout the video, I do believe I keep saying fuzzy peach, but that's actually not the color. It's actually Peach Fuzz is the Pantone 2024 color of the year. So I do apologize if you hear me saying fuzzy peach. Just know that I actually mean Peach Fuzz. Okay, let's get started with the tutorial. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adrienne Keyser and I'm your over 50s fashion diva. Here on my channel, I cover everything from fashion, beauty, lifestyle, travel, and basically anything that is trending on the internet in any of those topics. When I was coming up with my schedule for this month, I knew that I wanted to cover a makeup look that encompassed all black brands because it is Black History Month and I do this pretty much every year. If you scroll back through my channel, you'll see that I do lots of all black brand makeup looks. And this year is no exception. I'm really excited to be doing this look. But also when I was coming up with my schedule, as I was saying, I realized that I also wanted to do the Pantone color of the year for 2024, Fuzzy Peach. Now, I don't necessarily have that color specifically in my arsenal of makeup, but I am going to create a look that is very much inspired by the Pantone color of the year. And like I said, I'm using all black brands. Now I have my container here of all the brands that I'm gonna be using today. I also wanted to make sure that I was also using black owned makeup brushes. So I went through my arsenal of brushes and pulled out all of my Labelle makeup brushes. We'll be putting all of the brands up on the screen as I go along through the makeup look. All of the products will be put into the description box for you so that you will be able to know exactly the products that I've used today. So let's get started. I'm going to first start with primer. I wear my neckband for just a little bit, but starting off with primer, I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty primer. I just want to get that all over the face and the neck, couple of pumps. Next, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go in with this Danessa Myricks. This is the Illuminating Veil. And this is in the shade Radiance. All right, I'm gonna add just a couple of drops of that to give that underglow to the skin, over the eyes, everywhere. We just want a nice even coat. Oh, and before you drag me for my wig, this is day 3 of this wig. I just wanted to get one more day of filming done. So please don't drag me for how bad my edges are looking. And with just the smallest amount of powder, I am going to be using this big fat Labelle brush. Now Labelle is a brand out of the UK. We don't want hardly any powder on the brush, hardly anything. And we're just gonna powder. I'm really focusing on the brows. I'm gonna do the eyes first today. So I need just a little bit of dryness so that the brow pencil will not just slip, that it will have something to grip to. Just realized I didn't tell you what powder I'm using. This is my Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filt'r powder in the shade Cashew. And that's the powder that I used. And again, I'm just doing a light dusting. You can still see that illuminating veil coming through. Don't forget down the neck, sides of the ears. And that's where we want to be. Barely, you can't even see the powder on the face. That's where you want to be. And then I'm going to go in to do my brows. For that, I'm going to be using this Milani. This is the Milani Precision Brow, and this is in the shade Espresso. This is what it looks like. And it's a very fine pencil. I believe it's going to be too dark, but we'll work with it. Listen, I'm a makeup artist. I know how to work with products. To go ahead and carve out the brow as well as prime the lid, and for that I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty Matchstick, and this is in the shade Bamboo. This is what it looks like, and I'm going to just use a little bit of that on the lid. This is a very sticky base. It's not a slippery concealer, if that makes sense. It's a stick concealer. I don't know why I'm making that so difficult. I do have a few no-name brushes. So are they technically black-owned brand? I don't know. I don't remember where I got them. I've had them for so long. I feel like that's a little bit of a cheat, but it's not that bad. I'm gonna do the lid first. Spread the product out so that by the time you get to the brow, you don't have as much product on the brush. Just like that. And our lid is ready for shadow. I'm gonna do the other eye off camera and I'll be right back. I'm gonna be working with two palettes today. One is the Magic Mini by Juvia's Place. And this is what that palette looks like. Isn't it gorgeous? So gorgeous. I'm also gonna be using my Juicy Boost by Color Rain palette. And this one has 2 layers of color. So gorgeous. But we're mostly going to be working with this one with the orange shades here in the bottom. Now again, I don't have the fuzzy peach color, but we're going to do our best to make that the star of the look. Fingers crossed. Let's see, I'm gonna start with just a color, a base color all over the eye. For that, I have this little Labelle brush, dual fiber little guy. I'm gonna start with the Juvia's Place palette. I'm gonna start with this color here. All the shades will be listed in the description box for you. This shade is called Kesi, and of course I put everything on the screen. This I just want as an all over shade. So I'm gonna pat out the crease with my ring finger. I'm gonna concentrate it on the brow bone. And then sweep the rest of it over the entire lid. A very light hand, I'm gonna go into this shade here called Nana, here. And with a very light hand, you know, Juvia's Place palettes are very pigmented. That's gonna be my transition shade, and I want to use that very lightly. I really don't want to build up that color too much because I do want it to be more on the orange side than it being the brown shade if I were to really build it. Just a little bit more. Eyes open, looking into your mirror. So now I've really smoked it out so that it really is more of an orange shade. That's almost the Pantone color, right? Now I'm going to go into the Juicy Boost palette, and I'm going to use the shade Orange Carrot right here with a smaller Labelle brush. I'm going to put that on the outer corner of the eye. This is the shape that I want. I've blended it just a little bit. I haven't blended it into the transition shade, but I did blend it over. And now I'm gonna go in with, I think the next shade I'm gonna use is called Turmeric Shot, which is sort of this yellow-orange color. I think I want more of a packing brush because that's going to be the base. See how it's bringing that fuzzy peach look once I get them blended and I get the intensity that I want. Go ahead and put that over the entire lid and blend it in with the Orange Carrot. I'm so glad I decided to combine these two makeup ideas as opposed to creating two different looks. That would have just been such a pain in the butt. So good on me for thinking that through. Going back to my Orange Carrot, blending that over. I want this to be on the edge, but again, I don't want it to be the prominent color. But it does need depth in order to make our peach shade, our fuzzy peach, really pop. Fade it into the crease, but not too much. Again, we're not making that the prominent color. Just giving depth to the shade. And you can go back into your transition brush. Actually, this is what we did our brow bone with. It's okay. Just something we need to soften up the edge. Here's our transition shade. Softening up the edge ever so slightly. How's it look so far? Leave a comment, let me know. Also, I'd like for you to leave a comment and let me know if you knew that the Pantone color for 2024 was Fuzzy Peach. leave me a peach emoji in the comments. All right, I'm going back into my turmeric shot. Really laying down that establishing her as the queen of the party, queen of the makeup look. I'm gonna do a little bit of a cheat. I am going to use this NYX glitter just because I feel like the orange is really dull. This is the Ultra Pearl Manila shade of NYX glitter. And I'm gonna use just a little bit of that. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. I'm just gonna use this really small little shader brush. And I'm gonna spray the glitter down. With just a little of my Fenty What It Do refreshing spray. I just feel like it needs a little pizzazz. I love that. Yep, that's where I want it to be. I'm gonna leave the shadow there for now. I think it's looking really good. I'm going to go in with my Beauty Bakery. This is the Lollipop liner in the shade. Well, I know it's a black shade, so this is what it looks like. And I'm just gonna line maybe a little wing. I love this liner. Perfect. And that's all I'm gonna do on the eye for now. I'm gonna finish this eye and come back and do lashes. That's where we are right now. We're gonna come back to the eyes, but we're gonna move on to the face. I have another Fenty matchstick. This is in the shade Mocha. And it's a nice cool tone contour stick. I also have another matchstick. This is in the shade Trippin. And it's a nice soft orange highlighter. So I'm gonna add that just to the top of the cheekbones. Blend that out. I have another sort of no-name brush. We're doing just a light blend for now. We're really just blending the contour. Now I'm gonna go in with concealer. I'm gonna leave the highlight where it is for now. And yes, we'll get to the lashes. We will get there. For my contour today, I'm gonna be using the Fenty Pro Filt'r, and this is the shade 300. And I also have my Yoma Beauty Woke concealer, and this is in the shade Fair Lady. I'm gonna start with the Fenty. Gonna place that. And then the Yoma, I'm gonna put just a little on the inside corner. Especially because this is really thick. I just need just a little bit. Then I'm gonna go in with my Danessa Myricks. This is the Yummy Skin Tint in the shade number 9. And I washed my hands after I finished my eyes, so I can put that on the back of my hand. And I'm gonna use the same brush as the contour. Start applying that all over. Going to skip the concealer areas. We're just letting that set. And that's what our foundation is looking like. I have a little bit extra in case I need it after I've blended my concealer. And I do not like the waste product. This hair has been making me crazy through the whole damn video. Just rip it out. Anyway, I hate to waste products, so I will end up using everything that's on my hand in some way. Now I'm ready to start blending my concealer. I'm actually gonna use my finger for that. I'm gonna start with my nose, just a little bit. All right, then I'm gonna start with the outside part. I'm not going into the inner corner. I'm gonna start on the outside, the darker shade. Get that blended. Use a different finger and start blending the inner corner. Just gonna take it just on this inner part here and down the side of the nose. Any extra product, I can just go back over the nose, whatever needs to be done. A little on the forehead, just slightly on the forehead, because if you've got wrinkles up there, the last thing you want to be doing is highlighting them. So I'm gonna get this all finished, blended out, and I'll be right back. This is where I am blended out so far. I'm going to just use the last of this product and sort of tap around the edges of the concealer. As we powder everything down, I'm gonna be waiting on my lashes to dry. I haven't figured out which lashes I'm going to use yet. I have several pairs from Black-owned brands. I have these Colored Rain pair that look like this. So cool. This is in the style CR23. I also have a Labelle set. And I've worn all these lashes before. This is in the style Imogen. This is the Labelle. Love the packaging. And this is what the lashes look like. And I also have another Colored Rain pair. This is in the style Checkmate. And that's what these look like. Want to cover over all our work. I'm liking these. Should always test out your lashes before you glue them down. Make sure they're gonna be the right style. Yeah, that's what I want. All right, so it's the Colored Rain in the CR23. What I have not found yet is a Black-owned brand that makes lash glue, so I'm just using my duo. The lashes dry. As they're drying, I'm gonna go ahead and start powdering a little bit. Now, I know us ladies over 50, we have a thing about how much powder we're using on the face so that we're not making ourselves age even further. So I'm going to actually go in with the Beauty Bakery. This is the flower powder, translucent powder in the shade Oat Translucent setting powder. And I'm going to go in with a little triangle. And I think there's probably enough on the cap. I don't even think I need to dip in. But you always want to check your creases. Make sure nothing's creasing before you set. Then take another side of your puff and go over it so it will take up any excess. Just whatever's left on my puff, I'm just gonna set the nose and right in between the brow. Just set that. I'm going to add some moisture before I do the last powder, and I am going to go back in with my Fenty Cashew. So I'm gonna use the Fenty, this is the refreshing spray. I'm gonna give it a little hydration all over the face. From the original brush that we started and set our primer with, I'm just going back in with that, literally like nothing. I'm sure you don't even see anything on the brush. Then we're just gonna pat everything. This is just an extra layer of setting. So I'm gonna go back, touch up the brows, add my lashes, and then we'll do the rest of the eyes and finish this look up. My lashes on, and the brows were giving me a little bit of problem. So I went back in and filled them in with the Milani, but then I went in with the Juvia's Place. This is the chocolate by Juvia's, and I just used the shade and took a Labelle angle brush and just refixed the brows, because just set the brows, otherwise they would have been moving in an hour. And that's the last thing you want to do, is check the mirror to check your face and all of a sudden you have no brows left, right? I also have this clear, this is the brow gel by Essence, Lash and Brow Gel. I'm going to use that to blend my regular lashes, my natural lashes together. And I know that Essence makes the Lash Princess everybody loves. I don't have it. I actually tried it and I was not a fan. I'm gonna go in with that dark orange, using the same brush we did earlier, picking up the orange carrot, just a little bit on the lash line, on the end. We're gonna use the turmeric to blend the two. Blend the two shades together. Again, same brush as before. A lot has happened since I ended my last clip. I ran out of space on the camera. The battery was dying. So I needed to go ahead and take some of the clips off the camera so that I could finish up the video. While that was going on, I ended up cutting my son's hair, hence the different t-shirt, because I had little hairs all over me. So I decided to go ahead and change out my t-shirt. Also, after I cut his hair, I had to make dinner. We had dinner. Then we were finishing up just watching a movie. Now he's in bed. I got a glass of wine. Let's finish this makeup look. But it held up good, right? It's been several hours. It's nighttime now. What I did while I was off camera, I did the under eyes. We did that, the darker on the outside. Then I did the turmeric in the middle. And then I covered it over with the whatever was left on the glitter brush. And then I decided to go into the inner corner. I'm gonna go in with the Juvia's Place palette. And I took this shade, the shade Nubia, which is right here. And I have a small, tiny little brush. And I'm gonna just go into the inner corners of the eye with that, which sort of enhances the orange a bit. I have a new tripod coming, one of those 360 kind, and that way I'll be able to have it right on my desk. So I'll be able to zoom way better. I have a lot of new equipment coming I'm really excited about. If you did watch my other makeup videos, and if not, why not? Make sure to go back and watch some of my other makeup tutorials from this month and beyond, by the way. I'm going to just go in with the turmeric brush and blend out that inner corner highlight, blend it into the other color. Then I can go back in with the brush that I had the glitter on. Again, just blending that inner corner. There we go. And then I'm just gonna apply another coat of the Sky High mascara on the bottom lashes. I did quite a few coats, but I'm just going to go over it. So because I'm not lining the waterline, now I'm ready for some blush, and for that we are going to use another Juvia's Place. This is Serafina. If you've never seen the Serafina blush, it's this gorgeous peachy, orangey, warm tone gorgeousness. And I'm just gonna use another Labelle brush, blush brush. One thing I learned being a dancer and a makeup artist is you always apply too much blush because you're gonna blend it out. It has to be blended. And if you want people to see your blush back in the cheap seats, as we used to say when I was dancing, you gotta apply too much and then blend it back. All right, I'm happy with that. And the last step that we are going to do is lips. And for that, I'm going to be very simple because I do want the eyes to be the focus. The blush is just a supporting character. And for my lips, I'm gonna go in with this Fenty cream. This is in the shade Honey Waffles. No liner, no lipstick. The other thing about these Fenty glosses, which I absolutely love, by the way, you do get a lot of product on the wand. So I actually scrape it all off and then just put back what I need. And it just has that warm, peachy. I feel like gloss is sort of in the same vein. You know, you put on a little too much, then you blot it. To give it a little staying power. Like that. Then we're gonna finish with the Fenty Refreshing, the What It Do Refreshing Mist. You know, it is late in the night, and to be honest with you, I'm filming a few more things and calling it a night. I don't need any real true setting powder, so just the refreshing mist should just give it just that right amount of refreshing, since it has been hours. We'll just let that dry down and we are done with this look. And if you notice with the illuminating veil, we don't need any real highlighter. That illuminating veil gives such a glow to the entire face that I just don't feel like highlight is really necessary. The gloss is enough. You know, I think that, yeah, I'm really happy with that. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Did I achieve it? Am I giving Pantone 2024 Fuzzy Peach? Because that was the goal. But that was it, you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I really enjoyed combining those two concepts that I had going on, swirling around in my brain, combining the Pantone 2024 color, using all black owned brands. And as far as the brands that I use today, of course, all of their information will be in the description box for you, as well as all of the products that I use today. And please, make sure that you look into supporting some black owned brands. You know, I really started doing this a few years ago, and I discovered Labelle I had never heard of. I've really been enjoying using these brushes. They are top tier. Colored Rain, I knew a little bit about. Juvia's Place, they never do you wrong. Fenty Beauty, it's a hit or miss with them. And you know, so it really has been fun exploring and discovering new black owned brands. And I really do hope that you will leave a comment and let me know of some other brands that I can explore, because I don't just do this during Black History Month. Obviously, I use these brands all year long. It's just that I like to highlight and feature them during Black History Month. It just makes sense, right? Hope you all enjoyed this video. I really look forward to seeing you all in my next one. And until next time, you better believe it. Bye.